Bandele Books presents Hearts in the Dark, Book 3 of the Lost Tales from Esowon series. Written by Callan Brown. Edited by Antoine Bandele. Read for you by Nakia Renee and John Rogers. Are you the boy?
Nima turned her nose to Ikenna, examining him up and down. She nodded her head approvingly.
You're certainly a looker. You're one of them, aren't you?
I am, Ikenna confessed, without hesitation.
Why is it you have not yet killed my daughter?
Nima took a small step in front of Shinaki.
I spoke with your elder chiefs. Your kind aren't supposed to be able to handle themselves around pretty girls.
I'm quite unlike most of my kind. Ikenna caught Shinaki's raised eyebrow. But your daughter had a lot to do with that. Excerpt from the Kishi. Prologue. Ikenna. Ilopa, of course she's beautiful. Why can't anything ever be easy? Ikenna lay prone amidst the tall reeds of a sweeping riverbank, his chest and legs pressed into the cool, damp mud. The last trace of early morning moon's light cast a dim glint of silver across the rolling waters before him, and he tensed with waiting purpose, eyes narrowed for the hunt. Ahead, not 50 feet away, sat one of the most beautiful women he had ever seen. One of. He would give her that much, but she was no Imani. Her eyes were too cold, her shoulders and back too poised. She lacked the casual, comfortable grace of the girl he had longed for from afar. That sweet, wonderful woman that had made him smile, almost laugh even, sometimes, and that he would never see again. The thought brought with it both anger and tears, but he was used to that now, and let neither flow free. He held them deep within, where they would build and roil, a tumult to feed the beast that would soon run free across these waters, that would soon take its revenge. He felt the stirring of a harsh cackle in his mind. Quickly, he brushed a hand across the back of his head, pressing further down in the muck as he soothed back the snout rising from his skull to sniff at the air. It wasn't time yet. He was getting too eager in his anger. He had to remember that his second self could taste it too. The bastards will know what it feels like to have their hopes ripped out from under them, Imani. I swear. He narrowed his eyes at the thought and carefully tracked his target. She sat sideways atop a boat, oars at rest, with a long rod of bamboo cast into the current. She was still, stalwart against the gentle ebb of the world around her, seeming at once at peace with herself and yet also troubled, restless, as though fighting the urge to break the solemn quiet about her, with no true want to do so. Two men, clad in hard leathers and iron helmets, sat at the rear of the boat, each with a rod of their own. They seemed unsure whether to let the silence rest themselves, shuffling like nervous gazelle at a watering hole. They were clearly aware of their charge's disquiet, but had no clear notion of how to ease it. The younger of the two looked ready to approach the woman, break her from her reverie with a question or comment, but he didn't move. The woman let out a sigh, leaning her head back and opening slow eyes to the dark sky above. Ikenna's own gaze followed upward. The stars were just now fading from view. He released a silent breath and rose to a low crouch, tension rolling off stiff shoulders and riding out with the waves at his feet. Even from his hiding place in the moistened mud, he could smell the soft scent of perfume carrying through the air. The scent of Yaseti spice, just the kind he liked, too. He shot another glance skyward and saw the last hour of night fading fast in the skies above. Ilanga's dawn was waiting, ready to crest the horizon. A soft keening sounded, scraping at the back of his skull. Just a little longer.